Good morning, everybody. I guess we're recording. Today's probably, I don't know what day it is, the 14th of April. You got me. It's probably the 14th or so, but it's the Sunday that's the middle Sunday of April 2019. Anyway, so guess what I have here? This is a can of tomato paste. It's, how many ounces is it? It's 6 ounces or 170 grams. 170 grams, 6 ounces. So I am not showing you the front of this can because YouTube, I don't know if this is still up to date, but a long time ago I checked on the YouTube things and they said you can't monetize a video if you have a logo in the video. So you can't, you can't use logos in your video and monetize it. And my video channel, they changed the YouTube rules. So YouTube used to say you could just straight out monetize from the beginning. But now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and so many views within the last year. I don't remember what it is, so I don't have that, so my channel isn't monetized anyway. But even if it were, I don't want to just show you, but I'll tell you what this is. This is great value tomato paste from Walmart, and I'll try to get to the point here so this video won't be too long, but I have some new ideas for using tomato paste with food, all right? So here's some that I already do, okay? And one is like whole wheat pasta. You cook your whole wheat pasta and then right at the end, see, I don't drain the water out of my pasta because then you're draining off nutrients. So I just have just enough water on top of the pasta in the saucepan so that when the pasta swells up, it saturates itself with water, then it gets bigger, then it's just fine. You have just the right amount of water in there. And then if you're going to have tomato paste, you should cook it with a little more water. And then the problem is it continues to cook while it's cooling down. So you don't want this to overcook, but if you put the tomato paste in, that cools it down and pretty much like slows down the cooking or stops it. But you stir in your tomato paste really well into your whole wheat pasta, and then you can add a little bit of oil afterwards, like a little bit of sunflower oil or maybe a 1-to-1 ratio of soybean and canola oils or whatever oils, safflower, whatever oils you want to add to your pasta. Maybe corn oil, but I don't know if that would be all that great. Or you can mix your oils, like I was saying. But peanut oil, you got me, but I would stick with one of the first three I mentioned, like sunflower or 1-to-1 ratio of soybean and canola oils, or maybe you could try, like I said, safflower oil if you can get it, or there are other oils. All right, olive oil, I don't know, I don't like that as much anymore. I did when I was younger for a while. But another thing that's really good with tomato paste is brown rice. You cook your brown rice, and then right near the end, you have maybe cook it with a little extra water. Then you stir in your tomato paste, and then that thickens it a little bit, and you can add some oil or whatever. So brown rice, just cooked, with water, and then in a saucepan, and then add your tomato paste. That's delicious. So those are two that I already do, but here's some that I haven't tried yet that I think you could try. I'm going to set this down now. That would be really, really good, okay? So I want to try these. I just haven't gotten around them, but I thought them up. I thought all this stuff up myself. So I've invented these 4 food ideas. 2 I've already told you, but those 2 are pretty obvious. But these are a lot less obvious. But I've thought of these, and I want to try them when I get around to it. I don't know how they'll taste, but I imagine they'll taste pretty good. So another one I have tried that I didn't like all that well, but maybe better with more cooking, is lentils with tomato paste. And I used green lentils, which is like, they're really like light brown, but they're called green lentils. But that was kind of overwhelming and overpowering. But back to the ones I haven't tried yet, okay? These 2 are, one is you could have quinoa. Quinoa comes in different colors, but I'm thinking about white quinoa. So you cook your white quinoa, and then right after you turn off the gas, then you, this is not a microwave recipe, then you stir in your tomato paste, and you can add a little oil or whatever. So quinoa, spelled Q-U-I-N-O-A, pronounced quinoa, that South American grain, quinoa with tomato paste. And then the other one would be oatmeal. So you would boil yourself some old-fashioned or maybe even quick oats in a saucepan, and then right when it's finished, then you stir in your tomato paste. So tomato paste with oatmeal, I really want to try that. Or you could have steel-cut oats and cook them that way and then do that. But I want to tell you, I'm a vegetarian and my food is all plant products and only that. So if you're going to have one of these things like the pasta, the rice, the quinoa, or the oats, you should balance it with something on the side to make that a complete protein. You should balance your protein at the same meal, so you can have some like lentils, or boil yourself some split peas or some beans or something, or have some raw peanuts or something. But you should eat something with that at the same meal, like a few spoonfuls of one, then a few spoonfuls of the other, go back and forth, So you get yourself a complete protein in your stomach. You should eat different types like grains and legumes together at the same time, or pulses or whatever. You know, like the famous tortilla and beans or corn and beans, you know, that's like Mexican. So one other thing, yeah, I mentioned that, well, lots of different things. Something else slipped my mind, but there was lots of, I think that happened, but interesting food ideas you can try. So I want to try these maybe when I get a chance. Like I said, the quinoa and tomato paste and the oats and tomato paste, but you can try lots of things. So won't keep this video too long. Hope you enjoyed it. This is my video for the weekend. Have a super great time. I could make more, but I mean, this is like my minimum, my absolute minimum one video for this weekend. All right. Thanks a lot for checking in. Have a super great time. Thank you very much. Dang, this thing didn't turn off.